Myself, I am gluten free, so anything that I eat, it has to be kind of organic, or it has to be very fresh. Like, I had to make a lot of my food, so that's why about 98% of everything that's on this channel is gluten free and is friendly for the whole family. But every now and then, like, my husband is totally not gluten free. He don't have to eat everything that I eat. So these days, a lot of our foods are made with a lot of preservatives. You know, they got a lot of junk in it. And so this is what we're going to do. We're going to start making our own bread for a while. We're going to make actually the Amish white bread. So what you're going to do is that we're going to use, I'll show you all of our ingredients, all purpose, and I use this Keen Authors all purpose bread, and this is unbleached, okay? So make sure it has unbleached. The active, dry yeast, some salt, sugar, cooking oil. You're going to need, you need some hot water, actually warm water, so warm to hot water, about 100 degrees or so. Okay, you need 2 cups of water, you guys. You do need to measure for this. And you need about 1.5 teaspoons of the active dry yeast, 2/3 of sugar, okay? So in this water, you go ahead and put your warm water in here. You're going to add your sugar, okay? And then you're going to add 1 teaspoon of yeast and then that half. So it's going to be 1.5 teaspoon of yeast. And what we're going to do is that we're going to stir this up, and you're going to wait about 5 to 10 minutes and let it dissolve. My yeast have already set for about 5 to 10 minutes. And what I'm going to do is also add in the oil. And so you need about 1/4 of vegetable oil. So I'll put that in there. And then you need a 1.5 teaspoons of salt. See how it's stirring up, and it's starting to thicken up, and that's what you want. You want it to start thickening. Okay. We're going to start adding in some flour. So you need 6 cups of flour, but what you're going to do is add in about 1 cup at a time, and just gradually start getting this the flour to dough up a little bit. And then once that is done, we're going to let it just sit and rise for about 1 hour or 2. Okay, so now you're seeing the texture of this starting to change, and the bread is starting to come together some. Okay, so now I'll put the last little dough in there, and then this part you can start doing it with your hands, you guys. So we got my hands in there, kneading that dough. And you want to knead that dough good. Dough in good. And you want to make sure the dough is nice and smooth. Okay. And then what you're going to do, you're going to get another bowl. Make sure that you have it well oiled. And then we're going to put this dough inside of that bowl and cover it up. Make sure that you use oil, and you want to go ahead and just kind of put that oil all over, butter, whatever you want to use, good oil. Make sure you have it all in this bowl, my little food bowl. This is what I do all my cakes and stuff in. So, alright, so once you have your dough done, looks like, so we have your dough done, you're going to take you a wet cloth, and you're just going to drip that right over this dough, and you're just going to leave it for about 1 hour or 2 and let that thing rise. And then once it's get done, it's going to double in size. Alright, you guys, so look at this dough. It has doubled in size. So what you're going to do is that you're going to actually punch this dough back down. Punch this dough down. What I'm going to do is just 1 big loaf pan of bread. And I'm going to just put this loaf pan right up in here. And you're going to make it into a loaf just like you would that meatloaf you done before. It's to set for another 30 minutes. Alright, so you want to make sure that your oven is on 350 degrees. Or whatever your oven cook best in when you make biscuits or bread or, you know, your desserts. So I'm gonna put this on actually 350, and we're just gonna let it cook until it's golden brown, and then hey, we got us some Amish white bread. All right, you guys, so the bread is done. Look at it. It could make 2 loaves. So there you see, it depends, like if you got a smaller loaf, then it can make 2 loaves, but it's ready. So what I'm gonna do is that you're gonna try to, if you cook fresh bread, cook it at night in the evening, so then in the morning time your family can enjoy it. So my husband gonna have this fresh bread in the morning with his breakfast. So okay, you guys, until next time, see you in the next video. Bye.